Hi everyone, welcome back to Edu-Astro. And today we are going to cover a very important topic. This topic is extremely important for you to understand because you will find a lot of thoughts and a lot of explanations going behind this. But if you understand the real meaning of it, things change. So we are today talking about the kendras, the quadrants of your horoscope, and we are talking about why kendras are very important, and if they are so important and so auspicious, how can they bring malefic results? How can there be a dosha? Hmm? So let's start. So we know in Vedic astrology, the first house, fourth house, seventh house, and 10th house are the kendras in your chart. These hold a great significance and importance because they are the foundation pillars in your life. And Kendra in English means centers, right? They are the centers of your life and the main points of the four Purusharthas, which are goals, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, which we have discussed in the previous videos. Please go and check them. Now, these houses, first, fourth, seventh, and 10th, they are considered most powerful and influential in your birth chart because they represent essential aspects of life, without which your life will not run. What are they? They are yourself, your home, your relationships, and your career, right? So the first house represents your self, body, your physical body, vitality, personality, overall life's direction. The fourth house represents home, mother, emotional stability, inner happiness, real estate, property, your vehicles, all that stuff. The seventh house represents your partnerships, your marriage, your business alliances, and public interactions. Your 10th house represents career, professional achievements, reputation, and your social standing. So now imagine without these, where will your life be? That's why these are so important. That's why they are called the pillars of the chart, right? And they correspond to the cardinal points of the zodiac, where they mark the beginning of significant phases in life. Now, this is a very important sutra which I have given. Rewind and listen to this line and deliberate on this. You will find great insights from this and great techniques coming out from this one line. Okay. Now, these four quadrants, they support the entire chart. They are the base of it, right? And planets which are placed in Kendra, the quadrants, they are considered strong and capable of delivering significant results provided they are unafflicted, right? Now, these houses, they are like action zones, okay, where planetary energies manifest dynamically. And any affliction to the Kendras can disrupt balance in the key areas of your life, such as your health, home relations, and your relations and career. Now, the first house is the start of the Dharma Trikon. That signifies the purpose and self-realization. The fourth house is for Moksha Trikon, inner peace and emotional fulfillment. Seventh house is for Kama Trikon, relationships and desires. And 10th house is for Artha Trikon, material goals and career. Right. Now, these quadrants are so powerful that when they combine with the trikonas, the fifth and ninth houses, they form Raj Yogas. They are the combinations of success and prosperity. What is a Raj Yoga? Check out the yoga video. You will be able to understand. Now, the benefic planets, the natural benefics, if they are placed in kendras, they are generally auspicious. They promote harmony and growth. And the malefic planets in the kendras, while they give challenges, but they also offer strength and determination when unafflicted. Okay. Now, say for example, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Moon, the four natural benefics, when they are placed in kendras, they will get auspicious results. However, here comes the key, which is called as the kendradhipati dosh. Kendradhipati means Kendra's adhipati, the lord of Kendra. Dosh means there is a problem out there. So, the kendradhipati dosh, that means the problem brought to you by the lords of the Kendra is what this dosha is all about. Now, my question to you is, if the kendras are so important, so auspicious, how can they carry a dosh or any problem in your life? Leave aside the fact that if the lord of that particular of those houses of those kendras are sitting in 6, 8, 12 in malefic positions, that is understood. Fine. Apart from that, if it is in a good place, how can they still be considered giving you a kendradhipati dosh? Because this is what we have heard across from many forums, from many people, right? This is what we are going to talk about today. You need to understand this so that you don't have any dilemma. The malefics, if they are present in the Kendra, like Sun, Saturn, Mars, Rahu, and Ketu. Sun is generally benefic, it's a crude graha, but Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, they are the major malefics. If they are in the Kendras, they can act as stabilizers by providing strength and resilience. Okay? And they can neutralize enemies and obstacles, but may also cause delays or difficulties in their respective areas. So, which is a given, right? We have discussed this. The dosh of kendradhipati majorly comes in terms of the benefic planets. Okay. So what happens is when a particular planet is ruling two kendras, 1, 4, 7, 10, out of them, two of them are being ruled by the same planet, then it acts as a functional malefic. Functional malefic. The natural beneficence of the planet is always there, but it acts as a functional malefic, right? First understand what is the role of these planets. Then you will be able to decipher it properly. So say, for example, your biggest benefic, Jupiter. What's the agenda? The natural agenda of Jupiter. To give you wisdom, expansion, and prosperity. When it is giving you positive results, it will give you wealth, education, spirituality, moral growth. And if it is afflicted, then it will give you overconfidence, laziness, financial losses, and a lot of other things. Venus, agenda is love, luxury, relationships. There are a few more, but these are the main ones. Then the positive results would be harmony, creativity, artistic talents, material comforts. And the negative results will be indulgence, vanity, strained relationships. Mercury's agenda is to give you intellect, communication, and adaptability. The Mercury's positive results will be sharp intellect, good communication, success and education, success in trade. The negative results will be confusion, anxiety, deceit, poor judgment. Moon agenda will be emotions, nurturing, intuition. Positive results will be emotional stability, adaptability, strong intuition. And the negative results will be emotional instability, mood swings, and lack of focus. Now, this is the agenda of your natural benefics. What you need to remember is what was the agenda. Okay. Now, if we look at all the ascendants, Aries to Pisces, and we see in which ascendant, where are the natural benefics which rule two houses together, and where are the natural malefics which rule two houses together. You will see in none of the ascendants, any malefic is ruling two kendras together or two quadrants at the same time. But there are benefics which do that. Where? In Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Do you see the commonality? These are all dual signs. Okay? And here comes the kendradhipati dosh, which is majorly manifested. So in Gemini, you have Jupiter as the 7th and 10th house lord. We can also say Mercury has this dosh, being the lord of 1st and 4th house. In Virgo, Jupiter rules the 4th and 7th house. Mercury rules the 1st and 10th house. Sagittarius, Mercury rules 7th and 10th house. And Jupiter rules 1st and 4th. And in Pisces, Mercury rules 4th and 7th house. And Jupiter rules 1st and 10th. Got it? So, only Jupiter and Mercury, according to the principle of kendradhipati dosh, only Jupiter and Mercury are the planets to be looked across all ascendants, and majorly these four, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, all dual signs where you will find kendradhipati dosh. Rest all ascendants don't have it. Okay, so that was the first myth I wanted to bring. Second, what is the meaning of the kendradhipati dosha? See, according to classical texts, it says that certain natural benefic planets like Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Moon, so in this case, Jupiter and Mercury, may lose their benefic powers and become functionally malefic when they own Kendra houses. This happens because by their ownership of two quadrants at the same time. So what happens is these planets, they prioritize material or worldly concerns, potentially causing imbalances in native's life. This is what the Kendradhipati dosh is. That if the planet is ruling, say for example, first and 10th house, the person will be extremely focused on the career and the material possessions from the career, from the worldly concerns, that there will be imbalances in the life of the native. That's it. It's easy to fix that, right? If you do some real thinking and you follow a disciplined practice, you can fix it easily. But this is where the dosh is coming. Look at it from the thought process of Rishi's standpoint. You need a balanced life. That is what the Benefics are trying to give you. You move from the balance towards imbalance and towards more worldly matters. The Rishi says it's not that good. But you have to appropriate it to this Kaliyug and see whether it's really good or not, whether it really serves your purpose or not, what situation you are in. See, Jupiter as a functional malefic, when Jupiter has this Kendradhipati dosh, as a functional malefic, brings materialistic tendencies, overindulgence, or arrogance, strained relationships, obstacles in higher education or philosophical growth, and issues with wealth and children. And if Mercury becomes the functional malefic because of Kendradhipati dosh, it will cause confusion, cunningness, or dishonesty, difficulty in decision making, communication, financial and business losses, if it is afflicted, nervous disorders or anxiety. All these types of things can happen, not necessarily will, can happen depending upon the placement of Jupiter and Mercury in the individual's chart and everything. What you need to remember is if Jupiter becomes the planet for Kendradhipati dosh, it may favor material growth, but the lack will be in spiritual upliftment or emotional contentment. That is the difference. And if Mercury becomes the one, then Mercury might prioritize intellectual or material goals, sometimes at the expense of emotional intelligence. Got it? This is where the entire thing comes and stops. Now, if you have a strong Lord and you have a favorite dasha, a favorable dasha, and you have a strong Jupiter and Mercury placed in good areas, then the dosha's effects will be minimized, no doubt, right? So it will be taken care of automatically. But there are certain things which you need to know when when this dosha comes properly, then what happens, okay? So in the next video, I'm going to carry out examples, or rather in detail, I'm going to tell you for each of these four ascendants, when the dosh happens, the Kendradhipati dosh, what really comes across. Okay. The main point you need to remember is that when you have a Kendradhipati dosh and you are too much focused on the worldly matters, depending upon the house which is signified by the planet, Jupiter and Mercury, for these four ascendants, you will pay a price. Like I call it the cost which you pay for the good impacts. Okay. So that is the most important thing you need to remember, so that you can judiciously understand how much will you go towards the worldly achievements and how much balance you want to keep. Okay. So we'll meet in the next video where I'll explain you in further more detail about the Kendradhipati dosh. And till then, thank you. Take care. Keep on sharing, liking, and subscribing. And see you next time. Bye-bye.